Many thanks, Presiding Officer. To ask the Scottish Government what its response is to the Prime Minister's decision not to grant a Section 30 order in relation to the second independence referendum.
Cabinet Secretary.
The rejection, Presiding Officer, by the UK Government of the people of Scotland's right to choose is further demonstration of the need for Scotland's future to be put in Scotland's hands. That is an utterly uncontroversial opinion. We're keeping our options open how to respond to the UK Government's refusal to accept the mandate given to the Scottish Government by the people who live in Scotland. The First Minister will provide an update on the Government's next steps shortly.
Gil Paterson.
I thank the Cabinet Secretary for that answer, and I'm sure he will agree with me that the Prime Minister's undemocratic rejection of Scotland's right to choose is simply unsustainable. So, for the avoidance of any doubt, can the Cabinet Secretary outline what the measures the Scottish Government is taking to protect Scotland's interests ahead of being dragged out of the EU next week by a Tory government that Scotland didn't vote for and is likely never to?
Cabinet Secretary.
There will be a range of events and announcements next week which are designed to draw attention to two things. The first of which is that Scotland did not vote to leave the EU and does not wish to leave the EU. The second is that we wish to remain close to the EU so that we can re-enter in the shortest period possible. And it is, of course, very significant that from a week on Friday at 11 p.m, the only route to be a member of the EU, the only route for us to regain our European citizenship is to choose independence and to use that as a means of re-entering the EU. Other routes are blocked. The status quo finishes. So I would encourage the people of Scotland to think on that, to continue to support that as they're doing in increasing numbers, and to move forward so that they have